Hello friends, my name is Vijay Kumar, and today I will discuss about how we can set up NIS server on rhel 6.x. So I have Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6.3 64-bit edition, and I have created two virtual machine, LW1 and LW2. So I will use LW1 as NIS master server and LW2 as NIS client server, so that a user can authenticate from LW2 to LW1, which is my master server. So let's install some packages which is required. Yum install rpc bind, ypserv and ypbind. Rpc bind is used for a port mapper and ypserv is the main package. Okay, so yum install. Sometimes actually the rpc bind get installed automatically whenever you will choose a desktop configuration or genome desktop configuration, and ypbind will also get installed automatically. So let's define our NIS domain in sysconfig network file. So vim etc sysconfig network, I will insert a new line here. NIS domain is equal to mydomain.com. It is in my case. In your case you can have anything as per your requirement. Okay, save it. Now okay, so now we will go to check whether rpc port mapper is registered with NIS ypserv or not. So rpc info -u localhost ypserv program is not registered. It is saying why? Because ypserv has just been installed and it is not yet started. So let's first make yp initialize my NIS server into initialize as a master. So usr lib64 yp init -m. I don't have any other host to add. Control D and Y accept. You can see here lw1.mydomain.com has been set up as NIS master server, and now I will check whether my port mapper service, which is rpc bind, it is running or not. So rpc status, it is running. That's good. So ypserv start. Okay, ypserv, my NIS server is running now. I made it to run. rpc bind restart, and let's again restart my ypserv. Restart. Okay, now you can see it is ready and running now. Okay, because ypserv service is running, that's why it is okay, and it is registered with rpc port mapper. So I have configured successfully my NIS server. Now I will create a user, a normal Unix user in my Unix user database, which is etc passwd. So user add normal Unix user command, it is nothing else. Passwd vijay and new password, retype password, authentication token successfully. So my Unix user has been created now, and I will now add this user to NIS database. The command is var yp. So sorry, I must go to first var yp directory, and then I'll run make. Yes, so the passwd and group is updated as per etc passwd and etc groups. So user has been created. Now I'll go to LW2, which is my client, and I will verify first to open terminal and verify some service packages which are installed or not. So the first is so the use rpm -qa grep -i yp bind. Yes, it is there. What about rpc bind? Let's check. Yes, it is there. So both the packages are okay. Now I will check rpc bind service whether it is running or not on my client machine. rpc bind status running. It's okay. So our PC bind is running now. Let's make it restart, and I can now define my NIS domain. What is it? So vim etc sysconfig network. This practice we have already done in for NIS master server. NIS domain is equal to mydomain.com. Okay, so this is ready. Save it. Come out. Now I will use authconfig -tui. Use NIS. Tick. Go to next. Domain, it is picking from my network file sysconfig network, and now I will give my NIS server's address, which is ldep1.mydomain.com. okay, good, that's run. So you can see here my NIS server, master server, and client has bind and everything is okay. So now I can use getEnt passwd to see whether Vijay is showing here. Yes, you can see here Vijay. This is a user from my NIS database, NIS server. You can see grep Vijay etc passwd that Vijay is not anymore in my local database, so that it is fetching out from master database. Now you to demonstrate more, I can add another user NIS test and give it password, but I have to update NIS database for this user, newly created user. So make updated. Now I'll go to my ldep to my domain and grep getEnt. Yes, you can see here Vijay, which was already there, and NIS test, it is fetching from NIS database. So the both server and client has been configured, and now I will let's configure NIS server as a NIS client also, so that I can authenticate, I can SSH to server from ldep2. By doing this, I have to configure authconfig tui NIS and will give itself address, which is ldep1.mydomain.com. okay, it is taking some time. I cannot understand why it is. It may be some services. Okay, close it. So go to ldep2 and let's use to switch user, NIS user. Yes, it is working. pwd root, because home directory has not yet created. For creating home directory, we have to give another command, authconfig -- enable mk home dir -- update. So this will update authconfig to enable mk home dir. So whenever a user will log in, their respective home directory will automatically get created. Starting RPC bind down. Oh, binding NIS service means client is taking some time to bind. Let's restart the RPC bind and ypsrv service. etc init.d ypserv restart, etc init.d rpc bind restart. It's okay. Let's restart ypserv again. Go to ldep2. Yes, it's okay. You can see here it starting job d. job d is the daemon to make home directory. So Vijay, creating home directory for Vijay. So home directory for user has been created. Let's pwd. But first I think ypcat is a command passwd which will show all the passwd users. For it will fetch only NIS database users. Okay, pwd, it's root. Oh, because I cd home Vijay, you can see here home directory has been created. So this was my configuration. It is very easy to configure NIS server and client. Thank you very much.